Hello and welcome to another session of Travel Plan webinars. I am your host Devansh Kalra and today's session is about domestic में best summer snow special. मतलब जितनी भी हमारी हिमालयन डेस्टिनेशंस हैं उनके बारे में we have like many experts जो आपको like डिटेल में इसके बारे में बताएंगे. Like कि जैसे for example आपका कश्मीर, हिमाचल, लद्दाख and नॉर्थ ईस्ट, right? So कश्मीर से we have Mr. Dev who will be briefing us about what we have in Kashmir for you guys. Himachal se Mr. Mayank Pargal, who will be briefing you about all the Himachal itineraries that we have, right? And Northeast से हमारे पास Mr. Nitesh Deb, जो आपको नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सारी आइटनरीज एंड पैकेजेस के बारे में बताएंगे, राइट? एंड फाइनली फ्रॉम लद्दाख वी हैव मिस्टर सुफियान रहमान who will be briefing you about लद्दाख आइटनरीज, किस टाइप के आइटनरीज आप अपने क्लाइंट्स को बेच सकते हैं, राइट? सो हाय एवरीवन, हाउ आर यू ऑल?
Hi team, how are you? We are good.
Hi Devansh, how are you?
Yeah, so we're really glad to have you guys here, and I'm sure हमारे travel agents are also very excited to just basically just to understand what kind of things we have from this webinar, right? And yeah, let's just without any further ado, let's just take it away. And I request all the travel agents इनके पास like कोई भी type के questions हो and like whatever they want to ask, they can just put their questions in the chat box and we'll be more than happy to answer the questions, right? So again, let's start. I'm just going to share my screen and we can just take it away, right? Right. So just a second. राइट, तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि लाइक हमारा आज का थीम समर स्नो स्पेशल है, राइट? सो समर स्नो स्पेशल बेसिकली अभी जैसे हम जानते हैं कि समर्स आने वाली है, बहुत सारी फैमिलीज अपना वेकेशंस प्लान करेंगी, राइट? तो ऐसी कौन कौन सी डेस्टिनेशंस हैं बेसिकली जहाँ पे आप उन फैमिलीज या फिर उन बेसिकली बैचलर्स, सोलो ट्रिप्स या बैकपैकर्स, इनको कहाँ पे आप भेज सकते हैं, राइट? तो अभी आज हम 4 डेस्टिनेशंस कवर करेंगे विच इज लद्दाख, कश्मीर, हिमाचल एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट. Right. So, Pehli destination Ladakh, and I'll request Mr. Sufyan to just continue with the Ladakh presentation. Yeah.
Hi guys. So this is Sufyan. Basically, I'll be presenting Ladakh. So Ladakh overall, people know that Ladakh was a part of Jammu and Kashmir previously, but now Ladakh has become a union territory. Again, if I talk about the best time to visit Ladakh is May to July. May to July because May, June, and July usually summer vacations happens in North India and across India, and that's the best season because most of the properties operate in the month of May, June, and July. Other seasons like you can say April or you can say October onwards, the properties at certain locations closes, right? Which is why people want to travel, but there are no properties at certain locations. It's not feasible to cover all the places, right? Why does the property doesn't operate on in extreme weather conditions? Because see, in the month of May, the roads are blocked to certain places like Pangong, or if you go to Samoriri, if you go to some other places like Turtuk. So roads are blocked in the month of April, in the month of October, which is why people easily are not able to commute, right? Hence, the properties are also not operational because some properties are not fixed properties like tent stay, camp stay, and cottages. These properties are temporary properties which actually are set up during the summer seasons, which is again May, June, July. August, September, rains start coming and it's very comfortable. The temperature increases. It's again peak, but because there are no holidays in school holidays or college holidays, you can say in these months, so the crowd is less. Next. Again, who all can go to Ladakh? Again, it's very good for families, couples, friends. Mostly, it's known for adventure lovers. Adventure lovers, specifically, if I talk about adventure lovers, if I talk about that is bike trips, etc. Right? Let's say someone wants to visit Ladakh as an adventure lover. They can travel from Manali to Leh and Leh to Srinagar. So the entire itinerary covers is covered in 10 days, starting from Manali. Now again, see why we should book with Traveline. There are 80 plus contracted properties we have. All the properties are spread across Leh, Nubra, Pangong, Kargil, even some properties in Srinagar, some properties in Samoriri. And if I talk about dedicated on ground and rescue team, this actually means what happens in Ladakh is sometimes there are problems of oxygen. Sometimes there are problems of people having breathing issues, etc. So we have on ground team who can actually rescue them in terms of if they are stuck at remote locations and they have some medical problems. Usually medical emergency comes in Ladakh because some people who actually doesn't have good health conditions like high BP etc., or they have low blood sugars, so they travel to Ladakh without informing, then they might face some problems like health issues, right? So we have dedicated on ground experts and rescue team for them. Direct transports we have in Ladakh, which actually has a benefit, because what happens in Ladakh is Ladakh has a union. So those who have their own vehicles or their own direct transport vendors, they have actually an upper hand in terms of availability. In season time, let's say May or June, so Ladakhi people have shortfall of transportation, right? So if we have direct contracted properties, direct contracted transportation, we don't face any inventory issues and any transport issues, right? Next. Again, top sightseeing, if I talk about, this Khardungla, this Pangong Lake, Shanti Stupa, and Nubra. So if I talk about Khardungla, okay. So if I talk about Khardungla, Khardungla is the second highest motorable load in the world. Second highest motorable load in the world means there is the highest motorable load, that is called Umlingla, which is about 19,300 feet above the sea level. But that road basically is not accessible for general public. That is for army people. So again, if we exclude that, then Khardungla becomes the highest motorable load in the world, which is about approximately 18,300 feet. So Khardungla basically is at high altitude, so we don't stop there more than 15 minutes because of less oxygen. So that's just a photography place. You feel on the top of the mountain, and hence you move on there after 15 minutes. Pangong Lake basically again is famous because of the movie called Three Idiots. You must have seen some scooter scene over there. So Pangong Lake basically lies towards the China border, towards the Tibet border, or you can say a China border. Pangong Lake basically is 135 kilometers long. Very beautiful lakes. The source of water of this lake basically is glaciers. So 135 kilometers long, 25 kilometers in India, rest is in China. If I talk about Shanti Stupa again, see, in Ladakh is basically famous for monasteries. Shanti Stupa is one amongst them. So that's one of the biggest monasteries in the entire region. Let's talk about Nubra. Nubra basically falls towards the Pakistani border, which is again the closest village towards Pakistan border is Turtuk. So Nubra Valley basically is the way towards Pakistan border and towards the Siachen Glacier, wherein our army is placed, and based out of glaciers they fight the enemies. Again, the packages if Ladakh consist of 5 nights itinerary, 6 nights itinerary, and 7 nights itinerary. So 5 nights itinerary again are possible in two sequences. One is in 4 nights stay plus 1 night Nubra. So basically this 4 nights stay plus 1 night Nubra itinerary happens in the month of April, wherein Pangong Way is not opened because of snowfall. The roads are blocked, so hence we don't go to Pangong. So 4 nights in Leh includes all the sightseeing in and around Leh, and then 1 night Nubra is possible. Again, 5 nights, 6 days, and 6 nights, 7 days are almost the same itinerary, wherein the 2 nights Nubra and 1 night Nubra is the only difference. If we stay in Nubra for 2 nights, then we go to Turtuk. Turtuk, if we go, Turtuk basically is the last village, and wherein Turtuk may we have a point called Thang. So Thang basically is a point where you can see the Pakistani villages across the border, and you can see people walking over there. So people basically go to Thang or Nubra or Turtuk just for the border experience, nothing else. Okay. So Pangong, as we already mentioned, that Pangong is Pangong is the pictures queue. You can see, I think Milky Way, galaxy, etc. in the sky. 2 nights Leh in and around, we can see market. We have Shanti Stupa over there. We have Leh Palace, etc. Multiple monasteries, and then we have some good shopping experience in Leh. So that's all about the number of itineraries. 5 nights, 6 nights, almost same. Next destination, please.
Right. So now basically Ladakh के बाद like we are now coming down to Kashmir, right? So Kashmir को brief करने के लिए we have Mr. Dev with us, who will be briefing you about all the details that you need to about Kashmir, and वो आपको सारी itineraries के बारे में बताएंगे जो हमारे कश्मीर में बहुत ज़्यादा चलती है, and like especially आप अपने summers में अपने guests को क्या बेच सकते हैं, right? So hi Dev, can you please take it away with this?
Hi, good evening everyone. Thank you so much, Devansh. So Kashmir is basically a cross-season destination. कोई भी season कश्मीर में ऐसा नहीं होता जो बिकता नहीं है. So if we talk about summers, definitely summer vacations होती है and board exams खत्म हुए होते हैं, तो usually families go to Kashmir to beat the heat. And in winters, obviously, Kashmir is famous for its beautiful snowfall across the valleys, across the destinations in Kashmir. So Kashmir winters के लिए भी बहुत famous है for the same reason. Now, who can go to Kashmir? So obviously in summers, families are preferred to go to Kashmir. Summer vacations होती हैं, like I said, in board exams खत्म होते हैं. And summers में families ज़्यादा ही होती हैं वहाँ पे. So the atmosphere of Kashmir basically becomes more of a family type. And सारी activities ऐसी हैं जो पूरी family मिलके कर सकती है. Nothing that only young people can do, or something that only people who of a certain age can do. Then obviously Kashmir Jannat hai, so honeymooners prefer to visit Kashmir to get a picturesque view as well, and spend their time in Kashmir. बहुत famous destination है honeymooners के लिए. And obviously adventure lovers obviously prefer to go to Kashmir. जिनको skiing बहुत पसंद है, Gulmarg is one of the top sites in India to ski. And adventure में you can also head to offbeat locations and definitely have a visit for Kashmir as well. So why should you book Kashmir with Travplan? So currently we have over 100 directly contracted properties, जिसमें availability anyhow we can get. So Kashmir is currently running very low on availability. So having so much of a range of properties, make sure that we can cater to your queries anyhow. And veg food is available in Kashmir. Mostly लोगों को doubt होता है कि हम कश्मीर जा रहे हैं. Will we be able to get veg food? Will we be able to get Jain food? So veg food is most certainly available in all of the properties that we provide. And Jain food we can request for and make sure that the hotels provide the same. Then we also have on-ground support staff for smooth operations. हमारी एक team कश्मीर में ही होती है, which can help you with any issue that you're facing. And this also means like in Ladakh, if you're facing a medical emergency, our support team will also be able to help you during a medical emergency in Kashmir. So this helps you with having on-ground support for this destination as well. Now, top sightseeings in Kashmir. Obviously, Shikara ride is one of the most famous sightseeings in Kashmir. जो भी जाता है, they are obviously looking forward to a Shikara ride. So Shikara basically happens in one of the two lakes in Kashmir, in Srinagar. So it can either be Dal Lake or Nagin Lake. Usually जहाँ पर भी houseboat होती है, if it is in Dal Lake, then the Shikara ride will be in Dal Lake. If your houseboat is in Nagin Lake, the Shikara will be in Nagin Lake itself. However, अगर houseboat is not in your itinerary, then Shikara ride will be in Dal Lake itself. Secondly, पहलगाम जाके हमारे को ABC वैली मिलती है, आरू बेताब एंड चंदनवाड़ी वैली. So these are plains, these are beautiful plains with hills and mountains on both sides. So valleys, is something that people look forward to because Kashmir की वादियां ही देखने वाली हैं. And बेताब valley, people say that got its name after Sunny Deol's movies shooting was done there. So Betab is famous for that as well. And then like I mentioned कि गुलमर्ग में ski होती है बहुत अच्छे से. Then to get on the top of gondola, you have to take the gondola ride. You have other ways to get on top of the mountain as well. However, people prefer the cable car itself. And then there is also Dudhpatri Valley. बहुत plain, बहुत simple सी valley है. Some people who like open lands and picturesque views can obviously head to Dudhpatri. We also have a couple more like Sonmarg. कारगिल जाते हुए लेह की तरफ जाते हुए रास्ते में सोनमर्ग आता है, and it is obviously a very beautiful place. And then we also have Baisaran in Pahalgam. So Baisaran में people usually take up ponies, जिसको horse riding का हल्का सा भी शौक है and want to get a view of the hills on the mountain, can definitely head to Baisaran as well. So talking about Kashmir packages, so the most famous package that we cater to is 3 nights in Srinagar. So what we can do is we can give you stay in Srinagar in hotels and in houseboat. And what this will allow you is to have a budget trip, however, cover Pahalgam and Gulmarg as well in day trips. The next, if you have a little more budget, you can go for a 4 night Srinagar, 1 night Pahalgam, 1 night Gulmarg itinerary. So Gulmarg is a little more expensive than hotels in Srinagar and Pahalgam, because the number of hotels in Gulmarg are less. So the availability is obviously less. So people who have a little more budget can head to Gulmarg as well for a stay. 2 nights in Srinagar, you can cover Shikara ride and Srinagar sightseeing, or you can head to Sonmarg for a day trip as well. And then in 1 night in Pahalgam, you can cover ABC Valley, and 1 night in Gulmarg, obviously gondola can be covered. And then 3 nights in Srinagar with a little more premium properties. So this can be done as well. So 3 nights in Srinagar with a houseboat will cost you 40,000 approximately. And people prefer कि अगर हम श्रीनगर रुक ही रहे हैं, then why not have a stay in houseboat as well, which is a whole another experience in itself.
Right. So thank you so much, Dave, for telling us about Kashmir and Kashmir में क्या क्या itineraries हमारे लिए available है, right? And I hope हमारे travel agents को मतलब पता चल रहा होगा कि summers में कितनी अच्छी चीजें आप अपने customers के साथ करवा सकते हैं, right? And कितनी अच्छी itineraries ट्रैवल प्लान के पास available है. And I would request all the travel agents कि उनके पास जो भी question है आप please chat box में डालते रहिएगा. We'll be more than happy to cater to them after the session. Right, and now we have Himachal के destination leader Mayank Pargal is with us, and he'll be briefing you about the Himachal itineraries. Right, so hi Mayank, please take it away.
Hi Devansh, thanks for the introduction. So Himachal is one of the most budgeted destinations that we have today. So Himachal जाने का best time क्या होता है? So as all the other destinations here, mostly summer vacations are the best time to go to Himachal. So April is when the peak season starts, and July first या second week तक usually लोग visit कर रहे होते हैं क्योंकि usually उसी समय तक vacations होती है. Apart from that, December से February भी हिमाचल का एक season होता है. This is the season when you can see snow more often. तो जैसे अभी मनाली वाली साइड से रोहतांग पास में स्नो अवेलेबल मिलती है, बट ड्यूरिंग दिसंबर, जनवरी एंड फेब स्नोफॉल होते रहता है कंटिन्यूसली. सो इट इज वेरी इजी फॉर पीपल टू एक्सपीरियंस स्नोफॉल. सो दैट इज वन टाइम व्हेन पीपल आल्सो गो. So who all can go to Himachal? Himachal is basically a destination for everyone. Some people go there for weekends as well. So families जाती हैं. Usually लोग groups में भी travel करते हैं हिमाचल. So families are one. Honeymooners, like I said, जो February, Jan वाला time होता है, that is one of the biggest season for honeymooners to go there. And वहाँ पर लोग snow वगैरह के अंदर activities करते हैं, and it's a very good experience for them as well. Thirdly, we have college trips. So we've included college trips as well because usually the college trips wala clientele is a bit budgeted, and Himachal is one place where the budget can be very low as well, and वहाँ पर trips हो जाती है because it is very easily accessible, unlike a lot of other destinations. Delhi से आपको flight भी नहीं लेनी पड़ती, दिल्ली चंडीगढ़ वगैरह से. So comparatively छोटे budgets में भी हो जाता है. And backpackers वगैरह भी होते हैं हिमाचल में. So there are a lot of offbeat locations like GB, Shoja, etc. So these are places जहाँ पर treks वगैरह बहुत easily available. 1, 2, 3 nights treks होती है. So some backpackers even like to go there. So why book with Travelan? So I would say one of the biggest reason is हमारी contracting हिमाचल में बहुत strong है. We have 150 plus contracted properties, and we get more and more contracted properties every week. So one of the biggest challenges is availability during the peak season. So with a lot of different contracted properties, what we do is कि हम आपको कभी भी availability issue नहीं आने देते. If one of the hotel is sold out, we'll make sure we have something in the same range for you. Secondly, the itineraries are very customizable. So you can take, for example, लोग 5 nights के लिए जाते हैं. So you can take 2 nights Shimla, 3 nights Manali, or 2 nights Shimla, 2 night Manali, and 1 night Kasol. So it is very easily customizable. आपके client की कैसी requirement है उस पर depend करता है. If he's wishing for him, if he wants a trip jo bahut calm rahe and not a lot of sightseeing, we can do that as well. Whereas on the other side, if they want an itinerary which is packed with adventures and adventure activities and everything, we can do that as well. And thirdly, one of the biggest things here is you can avail only transfers with us as well. So a lot of clients have memberships with the best of the hotels like Club Mahindra, let's say. They go there, they book the hotel by their own, but what you can do is you can pitch them the transport. So there is something that you can always offer in Himachal. If not the complete package, you could just give them the transport, right? So these are some of the top sightseeings that we have in Himachal. So firstly, we have Manikaran Sahib, which is a Gurudwara, and it is 10 to 15 minutes ahead of Kasol. So with Manikaran, you get both the benefits. You can visit the Manikaran shrine as well, and you can visit the hippie market and everything in Kasol. So एक छोटी सी sightseeing से दो sightseeings निकल जाती है यहाँ पर eventually. अटल टनल सोलांग वैली के ऊपर आता है in Manali. So that is one place where people wish to go. Atal Tunnel is open throughout the year. So another major attraction, it's a 12-kilometer tunnel which connects Manali to the Spiti Lahore wala area. So this photo stop is where people wish to go a lot. When we cross the Atal Tunnel, we get to a village called Sisu. It is a small scenic village in Himachal. During the months of December, Jan, and February, you get to experience a lot of snowfall here, and it is known for one of its majestic view waterfall. So it looks very good in real life. The picture doesn't do the justice to it. So this is one place where people love to go. Apart from this, एक और जगह है शिमला में by the name of Kufri. It's approximately 15 kilometers away from Shimla. Again, so it is one of the best places for skiing for amateurs and for adventure people as well. So that is one place people can also go. And we do include that in our itineraries as well by default. So some of the top selling itineraries in Travclan and in the market is 2-night Shimla and 3-night Manali. So this is a bit longer compared to coming back to the packages. So the 5-night itinerary is one of the most common one in the market. So 2 nights in Shimla and 3 nights in Manali, it will help you cover all the sightseeings that these both destinations have for you. So one of the most demanded itineraries is this one. Apart from this, the 3-night Manali itinerary can be done in a Volvo bus as well. So that is where the budget kicks in. If your client is not ready to spend a lot on the package, if you take a 3-night Manali Volvo package with us, the budget of the client might fit in. And again, 3 nights in Manali, you'll be covering all the sightseeing places that Manali has to offer, right? And the third itinerary is 2 nights in Dharavi, 2 nights in Dharamshala, and 1 night in Amritsar. So these places are a bit far away from Shimla and Manali. So we cover them separately. So यहाँ पर भी in Amritsar you get to visit Wagah border, Jallianwala Bagh and Golden Temple. So इस itinerary में ये होता है कि you also get to experience the city of Amritsar, and you can also relax in the mountains of Dalhousie and Dharamshala. So this is also one of the itineraries which is a lot in demand these days. And आप ये भी pitch कर सकते हो अपने clients को. Thanks.
Right. So Thank you so much, Mayank, for that like detailed description about Himachal. So yeah, now we have Northeast, and this will be covered by Mr. Nitesh Deb, जो हमारे Northeast के destination expert है, and he'll be briefing about all the itineraries that there is to just pitch to your clients and just see that what you have to offer when a customer asks you कि मेरे को Northeast जाना है, right? So again, Mr. Nitesh, hi, please let's take it away.
Hi Devansh and hi everyone. This is Nitesh here, and we'll be talking about Northeast today. So Northeast, as we know, comprises of 7 sisters and 1 brother. So we in Craftland are currently dealing only with the brother, and we are not dealing with the sisters as of now, but we are planning to start soon. And the brother is Sikkim. So we are catering to Sikkim right now, along with Darjeeling. And the best time to visit Sikkim is between May to July and between December to March, mainly because this is the time when it's the peak season in Northeast actually. Because after July, there's because it's in the eastern side, so there's heavy rainfall in the northeastern area, and because of which there's consistent landslides which take place in Northeast and in Sikkim as well. So it is not advisable. So the best part to visit Sikkim, or the best time to visit Sikkim, is between May to July. And if people want to enjoy snowfall apart from going to Kashmir or Ladakh, they can visit Northeast as well. So who should travel to Northeast? So you see, Northeast or Sikkim to be specific is not just for the adventure lovers, but it is also for the honeymooners, the couples, or families as well. Mainly because it has so much to offer there, be it in Gangtok, be it in Darjeeling, be it in the North Sikkim side. The weather is very pleasant. It's very calm. The roads are fine. The the valleys, the mountains, the ranges. It gives a very soothing effect and a very pleasant effect to the customers or the clients who ever visits Northeast. So it's not just limited to 1 or 2 people, but to a larger demographic. I would say that. So why you should book Sikkim Darjeeling with Traftland? Firstly, we have a number of contracted properties, not just in 1 or 2 locations in Sikkim and Darjeeling, but in a number of locations. Namely, we have in Gangtok, Peeling, Darjeeling, Lachen, Lachung. So we know that a number of North Indians, especially from the Gujarat side or from the Maharashtra side, love visiting Northeast, and a number of Jain families also do visit Northeast, and their main criteria is Jain food. So we say we do pitch that we do have contracted properties in Northeast that serve only Jain food. If there are people or there are guests who are looking only for Jain food, we also have options for pure veg food as well as for non-veg food. And there are a number of properties or resorts which the client may want to book from there. And so in Traftland, we also do provide only transfers if they require only pickup and drop, or they require transfers for the whole sightseeing, be it for 5 nights, 6 days, or 6 nights, 7 days, or even for a package as long as 10 nights or 11 days. Transfers are easily available from Traftland site. So the top selling sightseeings in Northeast or in Sikkim currently is Nathula Pass, which is basically a border between the India and China. And this border is very famous because it's one of the 3 open trading borders, which is in Sikkim right now. And the reason why people love visiting this place is because it's very close to the Himalayas, as well as it's very close to the China border. And this place, the road, especially the experience of traveling in that road, gives an experience in itself. It's not like any other pass which you may hear of, but this is one of those places which is a must visit if someone is visiting Sikkim. Secondly, we have the skywalk in Peeling, one of the most famous skywalks or the largest skywalk in Northeast India, which is situated in Sikkim. We do provide transfers for the same, and it is a must visit place if someone is visiting Peeling. Also, if someone is visiting Peeling via Gangtok, if someone is going to Peeling from Gangtok, there's one place named Ravangla where we provide additional sightseeing, and this place is also a must-visit place for guests or for clients who want to have an immersive view of the mountain ranges, because it lies on top of a hill and there's a huge Buddha statue uh, So this also gives an amazing experience to the clients who are visiting Northeast. We also have Tiger Hill in Darjeeling. So this sightseeing takes place 4 a.m. in the morning. So the client has to get up 4 a.m. in the morning just for this. And there are legit customers and clients who are ready to wake up, forgo their sleep just for the amazing experience of the sunrise that takes place in Tiger Hill. We also have Namchi Chardham, which we offer in Sikkim. And though it's not mentioned here, but that is also a very famous shrine in Northeast where a lot of Hindu clients and Hindu guests love visiting that place because of the immersive Shiva statue as well as for the Chardham, which is located in Namchi. So the most common packages which are being sold, which are sold in the market as well as in TravClan are the 5-night package, which includes 2 nights in Gangtok, 1 night in Pelling, and 2 nights in Darjeeling. So I'll just give you a brief description of what happens in this package, and the same goes for other packages as well. So the first day, the client arrives in the Bagdogra airport or the NJP railway station, and we transfer them from the railway station or the airport to the hotel, which is about 125 kilometers. So it takes anywhere around 4 to 5 hours with a halt for lunch. So if the client is reaching at around, let's say, 10 a.m. in the morning, so it may take around 4 to 5 hours. So by 3 they may reach their hotel, and after that, because it's in the eastern side, the sun sets quite early in the eastern side. So sun sets by 5:30 or 6 normally. So we do not offer any sightseeing on the first day typically, and we tell the guests, or we tell the clients, that they can enjoy the Mall Road or visit the MG Road, because that is the place for visiting, because from next day the full day sightseeing starts and they do not get time for that. So second day we take the guests to Changu Lake as well as in Baba Mandir, and on this same day the client can visit Nathula Pass as well, which is which is around 17 kilometers from Changu Lake. Next day we transfer the guests from Gangtok to Pelling via Namchi or Ravangla, and if they wish to visit Namchi and Ravangla, they can also visit Namchi and Ravangla on the way. And then starts their Darjeeling sightseeing, where the Tiger Hill sightseeing takes place, as well as there are other monasteries or waterfalls which are present in Darjeeling, which the guests can enjoy. So if anyone, these are the the 5 nights 6 days as well as the 6 nights 7 days itineraries are the most common one for people who do not want to touch the North Sikkim part. If anyone wants to touch the North Sikkim part, we have an 8 night 9 days itinerary, which comprises of 3 nights Gangtok, 1 night Lachen, 1 night Lachung, 2 night Piling, and 2 night Darjeeling. And in this, we do provide additional sightseeing such as Guru Dongmar Lake or Zero Point or Kalapathar or Mount Katao, which are located in Lachen and Lachung respectively. So if the guests want a weekend trip, they can choose an itinerary of around 4 nights 5 days or 5 nights 6 days. But if they want a long trip, let's say for 8 nights or 9 nights, they can also include Lachen and Lachung in their itinerary, and this will give them an amazing experience of of the mountain ranges of the Himalayas, or they will be the closest to Mount Kanchenjunga if they are visiting Lachen and Lachung.
Right. So, like this was it for the presentation, and I sincerely thank Mayank, Nitesh, Sufyan, and Dave to just take out time for the session and just give us a wonderful briefing about what we have to offer for our travel agents. Right. So, अब मैं सारे अपने travel agents को बोलूँगा कि please just put your questions in the chat box, and we'll be more than happy to just address those questions. And we already have some questions. We already have some questions though in the chat box. I'm just going to take them one by one. So the first question is, do we have Ladakh and Kashmir packages available?
Yes, we do have Ladakh and Kashmir packages available together. You can club it through one destination, like through one single point of contact. You will get it.
Right. So the next question is from Backpacker Holidays. Do we have any other destinations in India? So sir, like अभी ये जो webinar था basically ये हम लोग summer snow special basically जो हम summers with जिन destinations को promote कर सकते हैं हम उनके लिए कर रहे थे, right? Of course we have other destinations available and we'll be just making more webinars about them one by one, right? So yeah, the next question is, do we have any bike itineraries in Ladakh, and if yes, what are they?
Yes, we do have bike itineraries. We have multiple bike itineraries, but the most famous ones are 5 nights, 6 days, which starts from Leh and ends in Leh. It covers Nubra, Pangong, and Leh again. It also includes Turtuk. And there is another itinerary of 9 nights, 10 days, which starts from Srinagar and ends in Manali. So from Srinagar to Manali, it covers the entire Ladakh, which includes Kargil, Leh, Nubra, Pangong, Samorili, and Jispa Sarju, and then drops at Manali. The same itinerary is the reverse also. We have it start from Manali and ends at Srinagar. Again, it's a vice versa itinerary, which I just mentioned, which again includes Leh, Nubra, Pangong, Kargil, Samorili, everything. Yeah.
Right. So the next question is क्या हमारे पास हिमाचल के फिक्स्ड डिपार्चर हैं? So Mayank.
हाय तो करंटली हमारे पास 3 नाइट्स मनाली का एक फिक्स डिपार्चर है. इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 8400 पर पैक्स. सो दैट इज वन फिक्स डिपार्चर जो आप अवेल कर सकते हो. एंड इसमें कोई अवेल मतलब कोई आपको स्पेसिफिक नंबर ऑफ सीट्स वगैरह नहीं है. इट इज ओपन टिल जुलाई. सो आप कभी भी बुक कर सकते हैं इसे जुलाई तक.
Right. So the next question is again for Himachal only. Do we have any backpacking trips in Himachal?
So currently, Trafclan we're not doing backpacking trips, but what we do is हम transport वगैरह provide कर सकते हैं to people who wish to go out for backpacking trips, and either they or you as a travel agent can cater to those needs of backpacking treks and everything as well.
Right. So the next question is from Plan My Holidays, and the question is हम लोग okay. So the question is कि सिक्किम के अलावा basically हम कब डील करना शुरू करेंगे बाकी states में?
सो हम लोग अभी देख रहे हैं, इसमें धीरे धीरे हम लोग स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअली हम लोग पहले कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग पार्ट में जा रहे हैं. जैसे हमारा वहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग हो जाए, स्पेशली इन मेघालय और असम, बिकॉज दीज आर ऑल्सो द टॉप सेलिंग डेस्टिनेशंस इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट. सो हम लोग देख रहे हैं अगर वहाँ पे हमारी अच्छी कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग हो जाती है, बहुत जल्द हम प्लान कर रहे हैं कि मेघालय एंड असम भी हम शुरू करें.
Right. So the next question is do we deal in Jammu?
So Jammu stays are currently not available. However, गाड़ी दे देते हैं, साइट सीइंग्स करा देंगे. Same goes for Katra. काफी ट्रिप्स अभी वैष्णो देवी जा रही हैं. So we can obviously give car for these both destinations. However, stays are currently not available. But हम उसके process में भी है to get the contracted tariffs for the same.
Right. So I think these are all the questions we have as of now. And if anyone would have to have more questions regarding the same webinar, हम चाहेंगे कि आप बिल्कुल चैट बॉक्स पे डाल दीजिए, वरना आप हमारे डेस्टिनेशन एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ बाद में भी कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं टू डिस्कस मोर ऑफ देम इन डिटेल. राइट. एंड सो थैंक यू सो मच नितेश, मयंक, देव एंड सुफियान टाइम निकालने के लिए, हमारे ट्रैवल एजेंट्स को अपने डेस्टिनेशंस के बारे में बताने के लिए. Right. And any closing notes? So we can start from anyone, Nitesh. Any closing notes for Northeast?
So the only advice that I would like to give to our dear travel agents is that do pitch Northeast to the clients, because this is the time after July. I'm sure even the clients will not be interested to visit a place where there's heavy rainfall. So this is the moment when they can enjoy the scenic beauty as well as the calm weather, because as of now, what the temperature in Northeast is less than 30 degrees. It's anywhere around 24, 25, even in the month of May. Or in the coming month of June, the average temperature that reaches Gangtok or North Sikkim is around 22 to 23 in average. So you can pitch them for this because we know that summer seasons are coming and the temperature across the country will reach 35 and above. So if the guests want to visit a place to get relief from the scorching heat, so Northeast is one best place for them.
All right. So for Kashmir, I'd only like to give one pointer that can be helpful. So for this season, already hotels in Pahalgam and Gulmarg are running short on availability. However, since Srinagar is a proper city, there are a number of resorts and hotels and houseboats. So if your guest is looking for an itinerary to travel to Kashmir in May or in early June, I would recommend to stay in Srinagar itself, and we can obviously have day trips to Pahalgam or Gulmarg. Or if they are very adamantly looking for a stay in Pahalgam and Gulmarg, it should be advised at the first outlook itself that the budget can be a little higher since the hotels are almost sold out. So it is always more smart, it is smarter to always stay in Srinagar and have day trips to Pahalgam and Gulmarg rather than have stays in these both destinations itself. That's it. Thanks.
So for Ladakh, I believe we have inventory in the month of May, June, so there's no problem. Again, it's one of the peak season. Now is the time to book, I believe, for Ladakh. So people are traveling. Go Air has cancelled, but there are multiple other flights, so they can book and travel. The best time for bike trips also, this is the month of May, June, and July. So let's book with travel time. That's all I have to say.
For Himachal, or like it says, start pitching transport as well. If not accommodations, you can pitch it as a separate entity. And usually there are not a lot of availability challenges. Even if there are, हम try करेंगे कि हम आपको same range में hotel दे दें, same services के साथ. And we can guarantee you some of the best services with 24/7 help as well. So it is the time to start, pitching and booking Himachal with Draft Clan.
Right. So thank you so much everyone for joining in again, and thank you all the travel agents for like getting into the session, just showing your interest towards learning more Indian destinations. And I hope like this session was of some value to you, and आप लोग कुछ ना कुछ basically like लेके जा रहे हैं इस session से, right? And for everyone else, thank you for every destination expert. Thank you so much for taking out time. And yeah, we'll see you in the next session. For that, just please hit that like button and just subscribe for the upcoming sessions. Right? So yeah, thank you so much, everyone.